hands for a little bit. You start trying to punch people in the face.
Yeah, so I mean, the reason why Liquid, when they were Liquid then, were able to make it work is because they tended to give a lot more space to Crow on the hero. They would always pick someone who could like jungle on the earlier end. So it's kind of interesting now that it's the opposite. And, you know, I used to think of like the Troll or something all the time whenever they would try and grab it, or maybe a Sven or something. But maybe a little bit more babysitting now for Crow as he looks to get those levels stacked up. But I like the general concept of just like how well heals have been doing so far in this tournament. It makes sense that AA should.
Yeah, just get rid of all those heals. Screw it. It's not going to be here anymore. Man, every time I hear that nightmare noises, by the way, it just freaks me out a little bit. Just a tiny little bit.
You're missing the Bane in the game or something?
A little bit, right? It feels like it should have it. So yeah, there's a couple of interesting storylines going on here as well. I think the biggest one that we sort of alluded to, Crow coming back, but Mud Golems and kind of the rise of this new iteration of like tier 2 Dota that is coming out of the EU region. They've been playing against some of the best teams in the world for a long time, and we just saw what happened in the last series. You know, Viking GG versus Secret. Spoiler alert, 2-0. Not the way that you would have thought about it. And this is one of the original teams that was doing it, now playing against what everybody thinks is one of the big bad boys out of EU, and definitely is one of the strongest teams in the world. But how well are Mud Golems going to stand up against them at full strength? I'm really excited to watch it. I think that there's going to be a lot that we can learn about through seeing this whole league develop over the next little bit.
Yeah, it brings me back to like 2013, 2014 era where we had just like nonstop online games. This Milan finds my control just like juggling down here. Making his way through at the Timber Saw with the Quelling Blade. Probably trying to hide their lane matchups, which of course have now been discovered. But either way, back in those days, we had lots of online matches all the time, and you would have these big upsets. And then the reality would set in once the LAN came, and it's like, oh, okay, well, here are all the top teams, and these online teams that, you know, like Power Rangers was like the biggest one of the day, where they would constantly take games off of top teams but never really make it to big LANs.
Right.
Now you have no lands. So you can kind of get that confidence. You have like more time to build it, as teams like Mud Golems and Viking, of course, who have just been grinding out like crazy during COVID. There's no land for these tier 1 teams to try and put these guys in their place.
Totally, and now they got to do it on their terms a little bit. Also, taking a look here at the mid matchup, you can see Weehaw got his Wind Ranger stolen away from him. It's going to be played by somebody else this time around, but Viper, definitely one of the more knowing ones. It actually looks like a Bat Rider with a set.
You mean?
Exactly.
Why? I love this.
Yeah.
I always knew that we needed a turtle hero. I wasn't expecting to be Viper, though.
Are they switching things up here? I think Miracle is running to the top lane.
Yeah.
Okay, so that find down there by Milan that you were talking about of finding the Timber Saw, it's completely screwed up the laning matchups. And Miracle is running at level 1 as an anti-mage from the bottom to the top lane. Holy crap, this is crazy.
It's okay. Like, GH is holding the wave, he's taking some heat, he's like barely even gonna miss anything. It's really weird to watch, but at the same time, when you just like do it, when you do it right and you do it like with the timing of the waves and stuff, it's like he missed like 1 creep.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
That's nuts. Well, if he's able to get this working and it sets him up to have a better lane, it's totally worth it. This does mean that now it's solo Fata in the top lane. He's getting just completely bulldogged by these 3 heroes. And he's going to get out. He manages to escape. They're going to bring the Legion up top, and they have the same bad matchup again.
Yeah, and they missed a bunch of creeps. They were trying to chase after the Oracle, and some of them were dying to the Hellbear camp. And oh, the steal from 3-3 with the overwhelming odds. Very nice.
Unreal.
There.
So, what's this final setup going to be? I mean, they get 3-3 here. This is going to be a nice kickoff if they can get him. He's going to run down to the south. That lets him escape for the moment, but Miracle's still able to draw first blood. So
and, yeah, so AA's back is in the tri lane. That's that's the end result, right? I mean, that's part of the value of getting this Timber Saw. It's talking about like, yeah, maybe the AA gets a little bit of space. Well, in this case, the AA will have actual kill grip for the double supports in the lane. Espada should get out of the cold speed. Oh, Courier first trouble. Oh, I couldn't get it.
Oh man, that would've been nice. Yeah, really weird start to this game now, though. Like you're talking about, I guess the end result is still Skidder having a good time. Timber seems to be doing okay. Mid matchup, I mean, it's whatever. It looks like Weeha's having a slightly better time of it, but The sort of how the Legion's going to do and how the Anti-Mage is going to go. This is where most of the action's happening.
Oh yeah, Brandon just got caught there pretty bad. Like at the end of a wind run, if the Viper's able to hit you like that, you're in trouble. So
Right.
forced to TP out. It's okay though. Bottle up, run back on. We won't miss too much.
So Wind Ranger coming back in the lane, like you said. And so far, it definitely has been the story of just Spectre kind of being the only one that's having a good lane so far, for Mud Golems at the very least. Legion kind of was pushed back. Does have a wave coming into her now, so that's going to help a little bit. But yeah, Spectre a little bit ahead.
Pulls here though, like trying to keep this wave pushing into the Dire Tower. I feel like they're consistently getting over to this hard camp.
Yeah, Miracle, they're able to get that last hit and then pull it back over to the side. And bottom lane, you can see Mind Control and Skitter keeping things really close to that tower. It feels like level 6 is going to be the point when he can maybe start to put some pressure on the Skitter.
Wow, this is quite the roll in mid.
Wow.
Just need to connect with it. Just needed the distance to make sure you got the kick after. Again, just another punish. Like Wind Ranger has been a hero versus Viper in the mid before, but it's not like a true hard counter or anything like that. It's more like, you know, probably shouldn't die unless you get a little bit greedy.
Right.
Then again, when it's when you consider something like that with like the Earth coming through, that's fourth.
And if there's one player in Dota 2 that knows Wind Ranger and how to play against it, it's probably Weehaw.
It's true.
Was able to again force
He
back.
also had this ward the entire time from his side too, right? Didn't get denied. And just I saw it several times, and that was just really helping to abuse the Wind Ranger, especially right when you're ending those wind runs, right? Like knowing those timings. So Barania just heading towards the top bounty rune. Looks like MC is going to secure that bottom one of the river, and we'll just go 2 for 2.
Easy trade-off there. Just have a soul ring that's going to be brought out in just a second for the Timber. Skinner pulling the wave back over to the other creeps. That way we'll push in. Hopefully we'll get a double wave underneath the tower there before Mind Control gets level 6. As the roll in up top tries to find an opening, Milan's going to be able to tether back afterwards. 2-3-3, and he's taking a lot of damage, but press the attack to turn this back around. Not bad at all. Afterwards, pop in that overcharge to increase the right-click damage coming out. And this tri-lane versus tri-lane, it kind of evened up a little bit for Mud Golems, it feels like.
Every coin helps.
Yeah, but at the same time, the lanes are going extremely well for Nigma at the moment. I would be very happy if I was on their team. They're kind of winning all 3 lanes. Like I guess the Spectre's ahead of the Timber, but I mean, I'm looking down here and I'm just thinking like, oh, this life does not look that great for Spectre. Like I'm constantly scared. Like what happens
and
when
mid.
MC hits 6?
Mid, it looks like they're going to be able to find the finish almost. Oh, it's down to 75 HP.
Invisibility.
GH is an invis. It was scared though. Okay.
Yeah. So they'll know about this. There's also that sentry ward back in the area too, so they'll see if he doesn't show up again and maybe anticipate that he's over in this area. But well, we'll see. He can kick Warning if he wants to. Looks like he's just going to chill for the moment.
What do I do? Is he gonna get the straight?
Oh, that'd be nice.
It's always hard to tell with like the melee bonus damage of the flying how many it's gonna take.
He got the boots though. Pyrrhic victories.
Yeah, just
Oh my
need
God.
a few more bracers or something there in the spirit.
Nice juke back. So gets hit by the Viper Strike. Damage coming through. Does have no more earn charges. Haunt afterwards. Actually going to be used to try and bring down the Viper. Broken and going to die. Nice usage of that Haunt.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. It's not often that you get the haunt for killing the enemy mid. Unfortunately, Fada got the grab. They'll take it nonetheless. This rotation also means that Barania doesn't have to go home. He heads into the jungle. And they will, of course, punish this, though, as Miracle gets the kill with just Kuro. Okay, Kuro actually in the final hit.
Radiant's middle tower.
Dude, Kuro's back. He's here. I've just been waiting for him to do something good, and I could just say it. This mid lane, they're going to go onto the Spectre, and Skitter takes all of those debuffs off of him. Milan's still being chased down. Only level 5 on this Wind Ranger. It's looking like it's not going to be enough, and they will kill off Milan. Yeah, Weehaw is really hard to deal with right now.
I think they have problems here. They've also now ignored the Timber, right? The Spectre left on that rotation It was great that Spectre was able to get out and get that kill, but now MC is just pushing this tower. He's level 7, has a soul ring. He's going to have arcanes pretty soon. And I would not want to be the one to come down here contesting. The roll not going to connect. They have the Viper Strike coming, though. Go
Run away. Skinner in some trouble. Okay. Got a lot of saves. Take everything off. It's just not nearly enough.
You see the animation for that, did you?
No, I didn't.
It was just nothing. He just vanished.
Too many ultis on him. Yeah, they're making sure that one hero who's had a good lane is now not having a good time. Well, as you said, mind control, left alone to his own devices down bottom. 4 points up and reactive. He's just going to take the tower. And there isn't really a great answer to this. I mean, he can kind of just go to another lane if he wants to and do it again.
Yeah, I think mid just seems like the goal, right? If you can take down this mid tower and then you can chip away up top, so taking over that jungle, that sounds pretty good to me. On the other hand, he can also just like glue himself to the Spectre.
Yeah. Well, and that's always an interesting question as well. As we see 3-3 try and chase down GH up on the top side, body blocks coming in as well, and they don't quite have duels, so will they be able to finish off the job? It looks like they will. Press the attack, chase down. Miracle showing up though, the kickback, and he's in trouble now. 3-3 forced to run away, but being slowed down. Oh, the poison attack is so much damage, incredibly annoying, and 3-3. He's just gonna drop.
I'm still there as well. Miracle's not done. The roll through GH.
Oh,
Save my life. I'll provide more kills. That's the spree now. As Miracle is 3-0-3 at 10 minutes.
Yeah, man, this is looking kind of rough.
Now MC's mid, chilling, hitting the tower. He's like, cool, it's a Wind Ranger. I got 34 armor right now. I don't know if you noticed.
Well, it's not only a Wind Ranger, it's a Wind Ranger with like a null tally and brown boots.
And no shackle. So it's like, do not fear me, you know.
Did just get a javelin delivered, but like, yeah, this is a rough one right now. 2,000 gold lead at 10 minutes.
I would love to see some mega RNG on this Focus Fire with the javelin. That's every hit.
Every single one. Yeah. I mean, even if it was every single one, I don't know if that would be enough to get the kill, to be honest.
Yeah, we got some issues. Now the catapult arrives, just they've been waiting for. Do they have any way to deal with the catapult? I don't think they do.
No, that's a good point.
Has just got this. Where's Mirana when you need her?
Yeah, get that one banned out. Gonna throw the A blast afterwards.
Dire's middle tower is under
Keeping
attack.
pressure on this whole area. They're gonna glyph it. And you can tell he wants to go for the deny, but as soon as Weehaw moves over, he doesn't even have Atos yet. Atos is gonna be coming out in a second. This doesn't get better.
No. This reminds me of the OG game. Now, mind you, they did eventually lose that game when Seb was playing the Timber. When they had the PA rapier comeback that you slept through. But sorry, get in there. Basically, since you were asleep and didn't see it, what happened is that Seb on the Timbersaw was controlling the entire game from there.
Right.
Basically, ran around this part of the map, made it so they couldn't even farm their jungle, and severely hampered their efforts. Mind you, while I'm discussing all that, they also just relocated and killed Miracle. So you know what? GG, I guess.
GG.
Yeah, that's it. They got
True.
it. He took 679 damage from neutral, so they had a ward while he was doing Ancients or something, I guess?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Recognizing the danger there and able to take him down. You need a couple more of those, but it's a good start. Espada here is going to be chased down and going to be killed off. More earn charges for the Earth Spirit. Yeah, I think the difference between that game, one of them is that, as you mentioned, I'm here, and then the second is that there's no PA, and there's no, like, Rapier is not really in Skitter's wheelhouse right now, I don't think.
No, not a very popular Spectre item, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Spectre items, like, the life of the Spectre this game isn't particularly great.
Ooh, could press the attack. That's enough actually to keep him alive. So Wind Ranger able to survive through that one. I mean, it's just so hard. Everywhere you look, there's pressure being applied by Nigma, and like, I guess you kind of just need to hope for an overextension.
Yeah, or some like dual kills to start stacking up here pretty soon.
Right.
What level is power shot? Level 4 with focus fire with javelin. I mean, MC's pretty deep. Like, I feel like you kind of have to punish this, but unfortunately, there's just way too many radiant heroes. And that was almost a really good bait because they had a ward up there, but Weehaw was still smoked. So good call by Mud Golems, just not completely trusting their vision there.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Radiant's top
Well,
tower is under
13
attack.
minutes in, 3,000 gold lead. They're going to de-ward that ward you were just talking about. Actually, they left one of it up there. As Skitter is trying to cut the wave.
You only see the sentry? You see how his
That's
sentry's off to
insane.
the left?
Oh my god, that's insane.
And it splits right next to the obs. That's very unfortunate.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah, so that's going to stay up there.
I guess MLP wants to like watch actual heroes and stuff, whatever. Roll misses Milan.
Damn. Oh my god! Dude, I think he got rooted at the tower. He TP'd to the tier 2. What?
That was really weird looking. He even made like the little image.
Yeah. Well, regardless, 4,000 gold lead. It continues to be accentuated here as Skitter is going to try and clear through these ancients and the stack up on the hard camp, but he needs so much more. I guess they do have double blade mail, which is kind of neat against like an anti-mage.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's only a 3k lead, to be honest. It feels worse than that just watching this game. It feels like all I see Mud Golems do is play like in this little box. Like, how are they that far behind when they basically can't leave there, you know?
Yeah.
Apparently in Candelar boxes are round, but... Go.
It explains everything.
Yeah.
Radiant
It all makes sense now. That's
Bag the milk.
oh god, I forgot about that. It just sounds bad.
Okay. Unfortunately, they're just everything's like a little too slow, right? They're like trying to get out for like the bounty run timing, so you go for a duel, but it gets delayed. Now they just get
It's true. They are at least going to get some vision down to like protect this jungle hypothetically, and like they're going to get a little bit of extra farm around the map. They definitely need it. But as you mentioned, it's just like, it feels like there's no real opening for them anywhere else. Every time they head out one direction, like the other side gets shut down a little bit. Now, Mind Control pushing in with this giant wave and a catapult mid.
Has there been a shackle this game? I'm like legitimately, I actually haven't seen one.
No, I don't think there has. You're right.
Kind of funny. It's like, I don't know, no real chance though. Like, what's he gonna do? Hey, here it is. Aha!
Oh, and he hits it 100% success rate. Jump in, aim blast afterwards, then you get the kill. Okay, magnetize onto literally everybody. Tons of magical damage. Can they bring GH down? It looks like they will. Miracle in the meantime jumps in. Mind Control trying to play cleanup duty. Everybody's getting out of there. All of the heals. Apparently healing is still broken in Dota 2 as Mind Control is going to be chased down a little bit here. Another shackle. He's literally unstoppable with these shackles. But will they be able to get him down the rest of the way? The chase is coming, but it's not going to be quite enough lockdown.
And that's what's so impressive is that usually, you know, maybe you panic a little bit. I would have panicking more than these guys. But how did it just become a 5k lead when they just got 2 kills?
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought we were winning now, isn't it? I mean, a little upset about those Mud Golems. They're just still farming everywhere on this map.
Yeah, like, I think part of the reason is because Miracle got his Battle Fury is the other thing, is Milana's going to go down to Mind Control, just a quick, swift jump through there. And showing the power of the Atos.
Yeah,
man.
Toast into roll, into Nether Toxin. That one hurt. 3 for 3, baby. Another shackle.
Radiant's bottom
Easy.
tower is under attack.
At least they'll get one thing out of this game.
Dire's middle
believe in you.
tower is under attack.
If he can finish it with 100% win rate on Shackles, then I think they win the game.
Someone has the GG tree. Oh, I don't have that. I thought you gotta give that. Well, maybe he's gonna make the big micro plays, right? He throws the tree behind the shackle. Timber's got to be wanting one too, right? Oh, wait, Earth Spirit. Wait, Viper has the other one. Guys, hand the trees over to your tree heroes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That seems silly.
Your Timber, where are the big plays?
We was like, listen, I need these 6 stats. You take the 5 stats, the Ocean Heart, okay?
Yeah. Don't need bonus damage.
Literally.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right, well, the lead continues to grow. We're about 1,000 gold away from getting a Manta done on Spectre. And I was surprised at how effective they were able to sort of take that fight on Mud Golems. They blew the crap out of the Viper.
Yeah, they waited a pretty long time before they finally went for their engagement, right? And then they actually get the Shackle into just blowing everything they have. So that's good. But prolonged fights probably aren't going to work out as well.
Okay, Kuro throws out the A blast. Skinner trying to back away. Getting the duel down isn't going to be enough damage. They get saved there by Fada. Fada trying to back away. Miracle almost gets the finish onto him, but not quite. So they will blow up the IO. Fata still being chased down here, and I think he's likely to go down, but no, not quite actually. And instead, it's GH who gets dropped very low. Shackle again lands, and Focus Find Miracle. He doesn't have nearly enough damage. I gotta run away. But still, trade-off of supports for support.
I didn't watch him the whole fight. I'm just going to assume we still have a 100% success rate.
He got it.
I haven't seen a missed one yet.
First, we go from not seeing one to not seeing one miss.
Boom.
If you're going to do it right.
Unfortunately, the number is still not swinging very far into their favor. Nice play again by GH to roll in there, get the kickback on the Crow. Sure, he eventually went down, but I mean, he's going in there for the damage points anyway.
Right.
But yes, Miracle is still hitting the creep. And that, oh man, that graph is spooky. Just going up.
And I mean, you sort of have this like duo healer things into AA, which sort of tells me that you need a lot out of these other heroes. We saw a cool combo there, which was like the Ice Blast, and then it didn't matter because they just like false promised with the duel going on. But I don't know, it's weird.
That's another big item though, the MKB, the rush into the massive damage, despite only being lowest on the charts. With a duel, they can get a ton of damage into someone here. It is level 12 as well, so only 40% reduction on the ulti.
Smoke up.
Gonna go down.
Finds him right at the start, on in afterwards, trying to bring him down, gets the kill, another Shackle's gonna land, and Ice Blast also coming through. Mornia is gonna drop. No chance to keep him alive. Afterwards, GH finds the two squishy supports in the back line, trying to keep him alive. It is not going to happen as Fada will also drop. Double kill for Miracle. And the third is down, likely. Ooh, good blink back, 3-3.
Not quite. Nice.
I like the jump away, but I mean, you know, that just means they're getting roached now.
Yeah. It was cute though. So again, another worthy sacrifice from Weehaw. He lost a startling 72 gold. Probably just gonna break his items now at this point, I guess. They took another 700 gold-ish victory, 1400 XP, but like you said, most importantly, the roach gets scanned. It does not matter.
Yeah, they don't really have any great way to stop this from happening. They're starting to get a couple of these items online, like we talked about. You know, Manta, Blade Mail. We've got Blink Blade Mail, MKB. We're still very far. I like the decision for him to go for that instead of the BKB he had queued up. I think it's the right play. But Anti-Mage is still unanswered right now.
I think MC's build is really good this game. The Arcane Soul Ring into the hood and the Greaves.
Oh, meanwhile, controlling Timbersaw, but broken.
Not happening.
Saved at the last second. Now trying to bring down the Viper. Good disarm though afterwards, and takes down that Wind Ranger. So freaking squishy. And now broken. Spectre nowhere left to go. There's no supports there to help him.
Coming.
They will. Oh no! The real get out. They get away. Okay. Well, that's something at the very least. This 3-3 is going to try and run out of here. That does mean that Io is going to be brought back to death. But, you know, they're able to salvage something out of that at least.
Yeah, thankfully, Miracle didn't have Basher, or I'm pretty sure he would have just kept chasing right into their so. To the high ground we go with a almost 4-minute window still left on this Aegis. It is terrifying times for Mud Golems, and I am not sure what you do right now. I mean, Blade Mail always becomes more effective the more firm they are. So
amazing.
That part is going very well for the Spectre and the Legion because these guys have a lot of damage.
Yeah, got a ton. Oh no, they're rooted. Jump back and away, disarm, little chase down there with the focus fire, and now he's dead. Yeah.
Did he hit his shackle?
he did, right? Did he even throw it?
I wasn't sure.
I think he did. That's what you gotta call it at that point, right?
Yeah, I think that's GG.
Wow. Impressive showing so far from Nigma. Well on their way to taking this game number 1. And the panel was pretty convinced this is what it was going to look like. Oh, we got the deny? Nice. Amazing.
All of the dignity.
But
it was humongous.
I'm pretty sure this is a dream you
It was
had.
2 feet long. No, I have pictures. I had a
see these
2-foot
pictures.
square. I was doing carpet. Anyway.
Jump in. Who else can they find? Miracle gets rooted and dueled. Okay, a chance, a hope, a dream. Can they do it? 100% shackle accuracy as Weeha is dropping to death. Can they bring him down in time? It does not look like it. It was only the Aegis. But there was a moment there where everybody believed.
Thank you. And
Nightmare
timing.
noises.
Oh,
A little early. Would have been cool.
I appreciated the effort by Kuro.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's building an E-Blade, by the way? The guys, don't end. I want my first game back to be really special.
It's true. What are the heroes that he still needs to play? Is it like just techies at this point, or has he done them all?
I can't remember if he played. Yeah, he definitely played Arc Warden, right?
Yeah.
I'll check. I think we might have.
Easy. The nightmare noises are coming out right now as Skitter valiantly trying to hold on, trying to get into a butterfly. They've got the blink duel potential here from 3-3. But it's an impossibility, it feels like. The jump in, very, very low heal coming out from Milan. Ice Blast a little bit late and they get the kill. They bring down the Anti-Mage. It has happened, but can they survive the secondary onslaught from the rest of these dudes? As Skinner is going to go down. They brought down 3 of them, but they did kill off the Anti-Mage.
At the end of the chase, though, Fada, trying to keep something going here with Varania. It's a lot of damage.
It's true.
Maybe they can get a double shackle. According to my records here, it looks like it might just be Mars and Void.
Okay. Good things to know for the future. And, well, Fata is going to drop. The Yule Scepter is going to lift up Wind Ranger. Got himself caught and going to be killed. And that is all 5 in the grave. But now, Io respawning, hoping to stop this onslaught, but it looks like it's going to be another set of wrecks. There still is a tier 2 tower up on the top side. They don't push the fastest without the Anti-Mage.
Dire's bottom barracks.
I'm surprised they're sticking in this one.
Yeah, me too. I'm not sure why. I guess they're just maybe discussing, thinking about things for next game, talking about draft, what they like, what they don't like.
Good save there by Milan. He was out getting bounty runes on the other side of the map at the same time. As the jump through and the duel is there, Ice Blast again gonna land onto all of them. Trying to salvage this. Skinner gets caught out. The heal is gonna be there at the end. Not sure if he got the timing right with the Ice Blast wearing off or not and the false promise. It looks like it's not quite gonna be there for the heal, but it still wasn't enough to kill him.
And Miracle's back.
And he's ready to push. Nigma on their game back with their captain, looking to try and close this one out. 28-7 so far, 22,000 gold lead. And Mind Control just the one that's out there leading the way. They do have a Lincoln Sphere on a Miracle now as well. And jumps off to the side. Catches onto the Wind Ranger, saved for the moment by the Legion. Good Yule Scepter lift up to dodge that shackle in. Well, there's the jump in, and now they found the Legion. Out of mana, out of time, he's gonna fall. They have Magnetize onto the other 4 heroes as Miracle just turns from place to place to try and kill him off. He is getting brought down somewhat low. Everybody's kind of hurting right now. Although it looks like they're gonna bring down Boria. He will die and try to survive this one. It's not gonna happen. A buyback from the Oracle. Never give up, never surrender, Trent.
I thought Milan was going to the well for a second there, but instead of trying to chase them.
Oh my god. And will eventually go down. And there's the GG. Let it never be said that they didn't try their hardest.
Oh man, they took this one right from the get-go and never really let them back in. Best moment for